All right, let me share with you something really thought-provoking and amazing. And I owe this to the client who I just had a session with. Okay? Consider this. Consider this example. Huh? Have you noticed there are some people who want to lose weight? They are determined to lose weight. They do lose weight. But after a few months, they gain back all the weight that they lost. Okay? They reach the shape of their life, six pack, amazing. But then they gain back all the weight that they lost. Okay, one example. Second one. Have you known anybody who gave up smoking and said, yeah, smoking is bad, and got a heart attack and nearly got a coma, and I'm stopping smoking, and then they went back into smoking? I personally know someone who got he got paralyzed halfway and still he went back into smoking. Okay. Third one, alcohol. He gave up alcohol, but then he decided to go back. Studies. He used to take up studies but lose interest half the way. But then he decided, no, I'm going to stop. But then he said, I'll give myself a second chance. Again took up studies, went halfway, and then gave up. Have you met people like this who do something, succeed, and then fail? It can be relationships. It can be professional relationships. It can be love. It can be personal goal. Now, I'll give you examples. One is a client. One is me. I'll give you an example. This particular client, he's a very strange character. He was in his 50s, and this guy, from the age of, I think, teenage years, he always showed a spark of genius. I've been in touch with this client for quite some time. And from the age of, I think, let's say 15, he always came up with something or another, made big money, started to almost expand, and then it shut down. He tried multiple businesses, whether it was the internet business, affiliate program, .com, e-commerce, Shopify, consulting, management, buying from China, selling over there, manufacturing, distribution. He has literally tried his hand in each and every industry. And here's the funny thing. In every venture that he went, he achieved success. He made the brand happen. But then, after the brand reached a certain level, he would have fights with the partners. He would have fights with the owners. He would have fights with the government. He would have fights with the employees. Something would happen. And then he would sell off the business or hand it over to someone, or it will be in a loss. And it became a ruckus. He had multiple litigations, multiple legal problems, multiple issues, multiple death threats, whatever. And his whole life was up, down, up, down, up, down. And he faced multiple bankruptcies. Okay. And the reason why he booked a session with me is because he really wanted to change this pattern. He was fed up. He was like, I don't have that energy and stamina anymore. Okay, so this is one example. The other example let me give you is me. And I didn't know I had this trait, which I'm going to talk to you about. But, my mentor Murad, I used to literally share with him everything from the minute I would wake up till the time I sleep. I would share with him my personal life, professional life, my dreams, aspirations, my goals, improvement, every single thing. Like which book to read, what course to do. He used to always guide me. Okay. I remember very clearly, this is one of those nuggets that he told me. I was talking to him about someone who I wanted to get married to, a girl. And, bless him, he really knows when to keep quiet, when not to say anything. And I told him about this girl, and I told him I want to get married, this, that. He just kept quiet. He said, okay, fine. He didn't say anything. Then finally I told him, I would like your feedback. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I want your feedback. And please, I want it blunt and I want it brutal. I told him that. Well, let me tell you, if you tell my mentor, give me blunt and brutal, he will hit you in your, on your nuts where it hurts. Oof, and he knows how to really put it. He told me this, and I remember this to this date. He said, Loy, you're one character. You're one character who I have met. If you want something, you will give the most passionate speech, you will give the most powerful logic, you will give the most updated research, information. You will convince the world why this is the best decision, or this is the best girl, or this is what you really want. And no amount of information, nothing can go against it. And even if there is, you will say that this is fake, it doesn't exist. Okay? Now, this is if I want something or someone, if I want this girl or this business opportunity or the, but if I change my mind, this very same person, put it the other side, I will give all the reasons, all the research, all the convincing, all the passionate speeches against this opportunity or this person or this woman, why I should break up or why I should not do it or why I should hate it or why the world should keep away from it. He said, Loy, your biggest enemy is yourself. You can either convince yourself or you can choose not to. And it's all in your hands. And you will convince yourself why it's good for you or you will convince yourself why it's bad for you. So he said, I need you to be aware of this. Now, yeah, you can consider the message of this video is you are your own biggest enemy or you can convince yourself. But this is not the main message of this video. It is a trait many people have, which I do, but today I'm more aware of it than before. But the main message of this video is patterns. You remember I started my video by saying there are some people who lose weight, they decide to lose weight, they lose weight, get six pack and they gain all the weight. It's like they call it yo-yo lifestyle, yo-yo diet, yo-yo exercise. They will reach the highest point of fitness, then they'll go to the lowest point. Then again they'll go highest point, lowest point. I used to do the same. I used to have a pattern. Success, failure, success, failure, success, failure. Okay. Relationships. I want this girl. No way, I don't want this girl. I want this girl, don't wait. Up, down, up, down. My client, he used to do the same thing. Get a business idea, make it successful, then make it a disaster, lose everything, go back to zero. Then get an idea, make it successful, then completely destroy every possible chance of success and go back to zero. And he kept doing this over and over again. And this, what I realized, is a pattern. So my question to you is, do you have this pattern in your life? Be it in your corporate life, be it in your professional life, be it in your personal life, be it in your romantic life, your relationships, or be it with you, your relationship with you. Do you take up a new course and then give up half the way? Decide to read a book and then quit? Give up a bad habit, smoking, drinking, drugs, or weed or porn, and go back? That means it's a destructive cycle. It's a pattern that you keep repeating. And the only way you can succeed, the only way which I have found out, is if you want to change a habit, if you want to change one thing, you have to change everything. Like, I know it's not possible for some of you. You obviously, like I moved from Dubai to Thailand. I broke off with religion and religious society and friends and relatives and totally, I went to the extreme. Now, obviously, you can't go to the extreme. So then what can you do? You can't say, get lost to all your friends. You can't say, get lost to all your relatives. You can't say, get lost to all your religious people. You can't say, get lost to your country. So what is the solution? This is what I told the guy. I told him, see, listen, I'm not in your shoes. And it's not easy, it's not right for me to give you advice what to do. But I can give you a suggestion. I can only give you my opinion. And this is what I told him. When someone is going to get a heart attack and die, or they got a blood clot and they are paralyzed, they know that if they don't stop, they're going to die. Sure. And then they don't give any excuse when they are bedridden in the hospital. They stop smoking, they stop drinking, they stop eating junk food, they stop all of it. Not even, they just go cold they call it no cold turkey. And then they achieve the results. Now you'll say, oh, that's only because they are in the hospital. Yes, but you see, it is possible. It's not impossible, it is possible. So the question is, instead of giving stupid, lame ass excuses, oh, it's not possible, see how it can be done. There are people on our planet who have given up smoking, drinking, drugs, whether it's David, obviously you can't be like David Goggins, you can be maybe like someone, but be like yourself. You have to fight. Remember, anything worth is worth fighting for. I'll just leave you with this. If there is something that you want in your life, which means more to you than life itself, whether it's a girl that you love, whether it's an opportunity of a lifetime, whether it's migration, whether it's your dream, there are an elite few who sacrifice anything and everything for that dream. Even if they know that maybe there's a possibility I'll not get, whether it's an Olympian, whether it's someone who goes for wrestling, whether it's someone who tries movies or whatever. But it's like this, when you aim for the moon, you'll at least reach the stars, even though moon is closer than the stars. But if you aim for 1,000, maybe you'll get at least to 100. But you must, right? I'll just conclude by saying this. If you really want something bad, more than life itself, you'll not give any reasons not to do it. But if you're in your comfort zone and you're lazy and everything is an option, I'll give you this final thing. I remember talking to one client who had a born baby. This actually happened. And he was saying, oh man, alcohol, I can't give up alcohol. You're fucking crazy. I love alcohol, I love smoking cigarettes. That's my only vice. So I told him, his wife was there with him because they had come for consultation. He said, can you show me the baby? They gave it. I was very gentle. I said, if someone holds a knife to this baby's neck and says, if you smoke or if you drink, that's the end of this baby. There was silence. And not only that, I will make sure that I chop every day one small limb. The mother was very disturbed. She was horrified. I said, would you still smoke and drink? He just kept quiet. He said, Loy, this is not right. Loy, this is not right. This was not right of you. You are using my baby. You have to change for this baby. If tomorrow you come to know due to your smoking and drinking, it's affecting this baby, would you still do it? He just kept quiet. The mother, she was very disturbed. She didn't expect this. Give the baby back. And you'll not believe if I tell you this. He stopped. And he met me after some time. He told me, Loy, I was very pissed off. What you did was a very bad taste. But he said, day and night I could not sleep and I kept thinking. I told myself, I need to stop. And he never went back. Anyway, this is what I wanted to leave you with. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and tell me if I'm right or wrong. But yeah, remember, ask yourself, do you have a pattern? And if you do, it's high time you get rid of it. Alright? Good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. Take care.